Hello, everybody. Welcome back to OSL. We have our second match on our Saturday evening. Is going to be, I believe it's Ethereal versus OverAct, which will be a good match. We should be anticipating quite an interesting match here. Now, I just want to take 5 minutes at the start of this to explain a few things. Now, you're going to be seeing Ethereal survivors loading in first. Now, you're going to see a few familiar faces and a few unfamiliar faces, or unfamiliar faces, I should say. And the reason for that is because Ethereal have had a massive roster overhaul, and they've picked up five young blokes, and two of them, Chill and Fancy, will be making their debut tonight. So hopefully Bravo and Knight can guide them in the right directions on this Wesker set that we have versus Leon, who is the killer for OverAct. I am joined by a little fat special guest. Introduce yourself, my son.
Yep, that is me, the Big Hasso. Hope we're doing well, everybody. We are playing the Wesker set on Ormond Lake Mine, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I did actually do some scrims jams earlier on, or spectated some scrims this morning on the side of the Ethereal boys. And you know, Knight was putting them through the ropes, helping them learn, and hopefully we can see some of that shine through today in today's game. So hopefully we have some good matches on our hand. We obviously got two Wesker games, and you know, we see the best from both sides of the table here.
We see Knight getting thrown out. Luckily enough, actually, isn't going to get a tag there. We need to make that one side of the map, and it's exactly where he's running. He's just conceding a tag on the pallet gym just so he can make a good def location. I don't hate this decision. Just forcing himself to get up to one. He doesn't want to get caught in a bad position. I actually do rate this. If he could jiggy these rushes here, that'd be nice. He can do that beautifully. Nice Knight. He's going to be able to play this toll. Now, this is going to extend his life just a little bit longer, which is really good. He's going to get the blind too. Very lovely to see. Brutal pop coming in. No eruption on the cards tonight. We are choosing to die at the top of main here, which is also not a bad decision. If we get him crawling into the corner, that would be good. We do see, I believe that was a gen popping in the background. We do see the gen picked up at 9 as well. So all things considered, Big Hass, this has really been a really great start.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we do see that there are some pretty nice pain raisers, to be completely honest. Look at that bang, and we've spotted our next victim, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to pre-drop it and get the vault over with the light. So nice, and we get a bit of dance with BW there as well. So, you know, obviously, you know, a bit of a switch up, Jams. We do see the pop instead of the eruption. So I'm sure there is a tactic behind this, a game plan behind this. Maybe, you know, not to worry about as many gens and sort of only go over to the ones that are high progress. So clearly there's something that they know that I have no idea about, and you know, we are going to go into the save here and get that endurance tag onto the big Nightmare. So, you know, Nightmare, like I said earlier, he has been scrimming all day. I actually just got off a tournament with him, and we have just been... Oh no! What? How has this happened? I've no idea how that's just happened. So we've been auto-aimed or some sort of utter ridiculous bullshit, and we are going to get the down here, but we do look at those generators and they are pumping. We have already popped 2 generators. We are doubling this generator towards 6 on the map, so far they're actually doing pretty well. This will not be pain raise, so pain raise has already been used in the trial, so wow, so far so good from the survivors, but this killer is starting to creep up on them slowly but surely, and that is something that the survivors here are going to have to be very careful about, because as soon as they, you know, let go of the jets, it could completely backfire on them, and, you know, they really need to make sure that they play this perfect. Mr. Skill check on the hook, and we are going to go and try and get the pallets done, and we do, but we do concede a tag for that, so unfortunate there, and we are going to fake it, the dash. So we are dropping down, and we are going to get away. So yeah, so far, Jums, very nicely done from the survivors to get the generators that they've gotten done.
They're actually putting... I'm actually really impressed. I just want to reiterate that Fancy and... oh, nice little there from... And sure, these are both their first games. They've only done 1 scrim prior to this match. So we are going to be seeing Fancy go down top main here. They've forced him to get out of his tunnel out here, Big Hasso, and This is just going to be outs now. We're going to see. I think Leon's opting to just play for the freshers and get a good result. I think he thinks the gen progress is just too high here. But we do catch Knight. We do jiggy that there. If that had a connected, that would have been problems, team. But Knight able to jiggy there. There isn't a pallet here. He has to send Shaq now. We need to get this pool. We need to just smack the gens because I think Leon is going to full commit this. No, he is not. He is choosing to leave. Quite an interesting decision, Big House, I have to admit. You know, either way, I think he's in a rough position. We'll see how it goes for him, Big Muscles. I can't lie.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to play your cards to the best of your ability. Sometimes you'll get an ace, sometimes you'll get a king or a queen or a jack, and you know you have to make sure that you play absolutely correctly. And look at the snow, bro. The snow is in the way everywhere. I don't know if that is normal for that much snow. Actually have no idea, but that is a lot. It's even snowing indoors, so you know, fairly consuming a lot of the screen up, to be completely honest. I've just spotted a survivor out, but wow, there's loads of snow. But we do miss on our second dash here, and this will be the Lara, if I'm not mistaken, if that is. And you know, White Chilix, I have seen them in a few people's chats, especially you know some famous familiar people's, and they are dedicated to getting better at this game. So this will be really good to watch them learn and grow from this. So you know, for people that are just joining us now, there is no eruption on this build, so we are just playing this hardcore, aggressive, just going in, balls deep, doing our best to actually get the best result possible as always, but in the most aggressive way possible. So, you know, they're playing pretty well so far, really well, the survivors, should I say, and they have lost their ton of that. Now, this pallet is gone, so this will have to be a down here, unless we can maneuver here, and we do not. So, Jarms, I'm not too sure what these two are doing. They might probably reset, but how do you see this panning out so far for the survivors?
It's still going fairly alright. They have slowed down a bit. Leon has pranged back a little bit of pressure. They're still in a driver's seat, don't get me wrong. You have 2 tunnel outs now, but you've got 1, you've got 3. I believe you've got top main and 9. So you do have a good 3 gen, which is, I'm assuming, what he's playing for here. But you know, if they're disciplined enough and you know they're willing and you know they're all on the same page, it is still possible to make something happen here. Because right now I'd say Leon is bringing it back quite a bit, and we're going to force a 1 tag for this trade here. So he's just choosing to chase Chill. No, he wants back on Fancy. He's actually lost a bit of both. I think he's opting for Chill here, but honestly, Big Hassel, we just need a long chase here from Chill, and his first chase, I think he's got nothing over here. I think he's just zoned to nothing, and he's just gonna have to opt to go edge map here, Hasso, but doesn't win the 50 either, so very, very unlucky. But yeah, the resource has just been depleted. We've got 2 blokes. Oh, we've got good gen progress here, Hasso, but this is a pain race here, and it's gonna stop 9 for the time being. No, it doesn't.
Oh,
it doesn't.
No. So you are kidding. So there we go. There is the generator going off. So that will be the generator over towards the 9 side of the map. Now, keep in mind, like I said, this is a build where you just play aggressive. Now, there isn't much, you know, counterplay to this, because obviously you don't need a call eruption, which is a big help, because, you know, getting off a gen is not helpful. So, you know, they are doubling out this gen. Now, this other survivor, they've missed the skill check. The big man Zabravo, that could be game altering. You're kidding. So they might pop, but at what cost? What cost do they pop it at? They are gonna get the pop off, but that will be someone just straight on the door. So that is a really good sign to see there that they've come to top on the door straight away. Now, I'm not too sure what build Zabravo would be running. You know, he's got to redeem himself here for missing that big skill check, and you know, I'm very excited to see this man get on the Wesker, because wow, what a grab! That is very nicely done. So this is yeah, like I said, game altering if we don't pull it off here. And I'm not too sure what the go is here. We're going for the beamer here. We're going for the beamer.
Oh no!
Oh, unlucky. That is very unlucky. That is going to be... That is a fresh... Oh, no. That is a Bravo. He is a fresh survivor, if I'm not mistaken. So that is a big loss there on the side of the survivors. But overall, a very good result to out the Wesker Jarms.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's actually a bit upsetting. I don't know how he's gotten away with both fresh hooks in the end game there for a 12 stage result. And yeah, I mean, Chills, no matter what, Chills is just gonna either bleed out or just get picked, and it doesn't matter because he's already been hooked once. But yeah, I mean, Knight choosing to go for the beamer save there over the pick on Chill. I don't know about that. I'm gonna be so brutally honest. I think that might have been a blunder. I think that was quite a blunder. I think you send pick on Chill there. No matter what, you get two people out. Even if he slugs Bravo or hooks Bravo, like you just play for the hook or pick and other blokes on the door, or just I don't know. I feel like there was more options we had, and the end game was rushed. But look, that's what you're gonna have when you're a new team. I just want to reiterate: these guys scrimmed together once before this match, one whole time. So even popping all gens is a reward. Like I'm assuming these boys thought they were gonna come out and get 4K one or two, and that's probably low key what they were playing for. And the fact that they got outs probably has made it feel a lot better for them. The problem is now you've given Zabrava a chance to cement some legacy. He needs to have a. I would still say he needs to have a legacy game here because I was screaming OverAct yesterday, and they're not a bad team by any means. They were staging consistently, and yeah, I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. I know Zabravo is a lot more tapped in on the Wesker, but no, we will go into a brief intermission. That was quite a lot to depict there. We will, yeah, take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back. Please stay with us, and hopefully we can see Ethereal take their first win of the season. Hello everybody, welcome back to OSL. We have our last match of set 2 tonight on the Wesker Ormond Lake Mine, featuring Ethereal and OverAct. So a little OCE2 tie matchup. But yeah, no, it's been a really good show out here. We've seen a bunch of boys who got together yesterday, I want to claim. They got together yesterday, started scrimming today for this match, and have a match tomorrow as well that they have to prepare for. So you can only do nothing but commend them for even popping all gens and getting outs. And that's why we do this, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we do OSL, because we want to see beautiful things like that. And if we're being egregiously honest with each other, that should have been a lot more than fucking 12 stages. But we're here, we're in this game now, we're on this map. We need to see Zabravo lock in here. OverAct is a good team. They're a good bunch of survivors. This is going to be tough regardless of anything. Zabravo has to hope that he gets some quick chases here. And this first chase is looking a lot not that. Definitely not that.
Sure, what's happened to Jarms there? He's sort of cut out, so I'll take over. But yeah, I think his mic cut out or something. But I think this is going to be as fast down as possible as Zabravo needs, so he doesn't get too lost in the dirt, and we aren't going to get the tag there. Now Zabravo, look at the add-ons he's running, so no air guy. I've seen Zabravo run egg plenty of times. Now this is a way too long of a chase. Zabravo needs to get it down very, very shortly, or it is going to be wraps for the killer. Now Zabravo loses the 50. Now I'm pretty sure you can actually see a peek inside. Now we're going to opt to finally leave the chase here. Now honestly have no idea what your best bet is here in a situation like this. Zabravo running Eruption instead of the pop, which is probably the correct play in my opinion. But hey, we saw a different game style last game, which was very aggressive. So I'm pretty excited to see him. Bro, I thought we were going to catch that survivor off guard and get a grab there. Unfortunately, we do not. And, Zabravo has been scrimming a little bit today. I have seen him. I've noticed that he was scrimming a little bit. And we are just going to go straight through, bang through the pallet now. Unfortunately, we are going to get flashed here. And we're going to have to get this down as fast as possible. And Zabravo does get the down, and that is the Eruption coming in, and he's going to have to pray that he's got a pain race right there, right now on the shack. So let's see. He does indeed have a pain race, so that is perfect for the big man Zabravo. That'll just burn up a lot more time. And Jarms, so far, it's been a pretty, close combat game, but they have popped a gen. They've got a fair bit of gen progress. I mean, it's not a great situation for them to be in.
I mean, we saw last match, we saw OverAct, Ethereal Survivors pop 2 gens for the first chase, so Bravo conceding 1 for his first chase is not the worst thing in the world. We are on the injured survivor touch as well. This could, Bravo's choosing to go for a more I need to pressure the whole map as opposed to just pressuring one survivor here, so this could turn out really badly for him, or it could just be one of the best decisions he's made. He's made it very, very early in this game where, you know, he still can tunnel, he still could have, he still can do, you know, I mean, maybe he thinks it's too late. Maybe, genuinely, maybe he thinks that chase was going on for too long. And I don't blame him, because it was a bit of a long chase, and Touch probably is the most mechanically tapped in survivor here, as he does pre-roll into the killer. Terrible checkies, I will say. But, yeah, I mean... No, Big Hasso, it's not looking amazing for Bravo and Ethereal right now. I will admit, it's not looking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, bro, put the chicken in the fryer. This is going to be an absolute... This is going to be close. It is going to come down right down to the wire, this one. I can smell it. There is no doubt in my mind now. I'm not too sure if I actually just saw a survivor stealthing there. I actually have no idea, but... Maybe I'm just seeing stuff. Maybe it's the snow in the way because, you know, the snow been in the way the whole entire night. And honestly, I think it needs to go, get it gone, get it just destroyed. And, you know, so far, Zabravo's in a very tough situation. He needs to get downs fast. He can't have so much time burn. We're going to see another generator pop in the background very shortly. And where this is where... the pressure is going to build on Bravo and Jarms. He's going to have to really hope that someone comes in and he can get them caught off guard as the reset's coming in the background. So, yeah, this is not a great situation for Bravo.
He wanted to leave for a bit and chose to roam because he assumed they were all sitting gens. He saw the reset come through. He has to confirm now. No, OverAct, so others are playing as well. Yeah, I mean, if they're still able to get this pull before seconds, that's kind of insane, which I think, you know, they might. I don't think they're going to because it's not worth, obviously. But, you know, having someone there set up is good. We saw Claudette on the free tile. Zabaro's just looking back just to see if they see an early rotate, because if he does, I think that might save him the game here, low-key. He needs to march to 11 here because 11 is pumping. I don't know. It's not looking good. We don't really have a tunnel out right now. We do, obviously, right now, but you're going to have a tunnel out for one gen. FTPs came through as well. OverAct are playing this really well, bro. I have to be honest. They're taking their time. They're showing that they have been playing together longer is what this is. And to be honest with you, Hasso, it's expected because they are, like I said, the more, you know, organized team. They've been playing together for longer than obviously one day. But you know, it's tough. It's tough. Bravo's in a shitty spot now. I don't even think he really has good gens to rely on. So yeah, this could just be the win to OverAct, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we did see a little bit of movement on the generators in the back, but yes, like you said, James, there isn't really a good generator split here, and we are just trying to... I think we're getting a bit too aggressive here, thinking that we can... You know, I think it's starting to get to Zabravo, the games that he's starting to get played, and he definitely probably is starting to feel like it's not on his side anymore, and that is unfortunate. But anyways, the game is not over. The final generator has not popped. There is always still a chance that Zabravo can pull himself out of this little hole he's gotten himself into. It would be incredible. We don't get the hit there somehow. We are just insta-volt. We do have our 2 rushes back, so Zabravo is going to use them. And he does get outplayed. No, unfortunate for the big Zabravo. Now, this is not the life play. I don't even know if life is allowed. I'm pretty sure it would be, but we are just going to play around this four pack of whatever that is, and you know, hope that we can live. And we are burning way too much time. This is not good for Zabravo. He has to get this down or leave chase. Leave chase is his best bet. He's been outplayed twice now, the big Bravo, and they're gonna make the window. Oh my goodness, if that worked, I would have just lost it. So unfortunate there. But that could be pain res. I'm not too sure. It is not pain res. That it is the triple in the background. So Jarms, it does seem like it is going to be OverAct's game here.
I mean, it's worth noting that Ethereal have still played insanely well. They were in a position to get, you know, a lot of stages out the door, and there was a few mistakes in the end game, but you can't really put on the team. They, like I said, they've only been scoring together one day, and these 4 boys, plus the extra 2 there that are there watching, they definitely, you know, have what it takes. And I know they have an also Doc as well, who's still on the roster. So, you know, it is, if they choose to stick together, which I hope they do, it's a beautiful future because they've done well tonight. they've put up a good, respectable result. Unfortunately, Zabravas, a bit of teabags there. No, that is egregious, lad. I would be upset. But no, yeah. Unfortunately, Zabrava has just not been outplayed. I'd say they've played the map well. The survivors. It is like what Zabrava has got here is the average. He's got, I believe, this is going to be 7 stages, if I'm not mistaken. 7 stage, 3 fresh. Legit the average. Could have done with maybe a stage or two more, but overall, like he's done well. Like it's balanced landing, Deja, sprint burst, life against like the Wesker. You have like decent reset perks. You have like good gen perks. Like this is low key outs every day of the century, and no, they've done well. They've done well, but yeah, that will be the winter overact. Like I said, I hope Ether will stick together. They've impressed me. They've impressed everyone. It is very, very good. And I hope the vibes are high right now because yeah, I think Zabrava will be able to shoulder most of the mistakes today, which not the worst thing in the world. He obviously has a lot on his shoulders to begin with, being the main killer player. Honestly, he's kind of was thrown into you know not participating, but you know, keeping the team alive as well. So you got to give him props as well. But no, well played. That will be the end of the stream. Well played to Overact. That goes to the 1-0. So they will move to 2-2, I believe, which keeps their finals chances alive. Ethereal have now officially been knocked out. It was very, very good for them. I hope they join us next season, like I said, with the new group that they have. I've been Jams. He's been the Big Hasso. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, I believe.